at the beginning.
Just return to our top story and the ongoing efforts to contain the coronavirus. In northern Italy, as you've been hearing, there's massive lockdown, so schools are going to be closed because of Covid-19. So what do you do with the children when they're just at home? Well, Mark Steed is the principal of Kellett School in Hong Kong, where they've been teaching children online since the outbreak began. Good to see you this morning. But how effective has it been to try to conduct your normal lessons via the internet?
I think it's been quite challenging, but I think we've managed to do it. We've learned a lot of lessons along the way in terms of what are the best ways of doing online learning, but it's been a very successful time, and it's brought the community together. It's been a challenging time though for everyone concerned, both teachers and for the pupils.
Is it a case of in effect, trying to sort of have a normal school day and streaming it, or is it a case of sort of pre-prepared lessons that kids can download at a time that suits them?
Well, it's a bit of both, really. I mean, in secondary school, the children are older, they've got better skills, they can do that sort of thing. So we've been able to do live lessons throughout the day. So the students would log on. We've been using various video conferencing platforms, and we've been able to deliver lessons throughout the secondary school using that platform. That simply doesn't work for the younger children. So the staff have been spending a lot of time making videos, preparing their lessons. And typically it takes 4 times as long to produce a video than it does to show it. So they've had to put an enormous amount of work in to do that. But what we have tried to do in the past few weeks, and one of the things that we've sort of moved to doing, is having a touch point once a day for the students, so even the youngest students, so that they could meet their teacher, sort of have a chat, sort of have a sort of online virtual circle time, if you like, and that's been very successful.
And there's a lot of reliance on parents though as well, isn't there, to make this work? But it's a slightly different situation in Hong Kong because it's all fee paying, I understand. So if they're paying their money, they're going to want their children to get the most from it. But in, of course, other parts of the world where that isn't necessarily the case, I guess that may actually pose a fairly significant challenge.
I think there are a number of challenges for parents. I mean, not least the fact that after a while everyone gets cabin fever. We've got parents who are working from home. They're both professional couples. They've got their children at home. They're trying to balance home learning with their their own careers. In some cases they simply just haven't got enough computer devices at home for everyone to be online at the same time. And that will be a challenge. I mean, I'm fortunate to run a school that where I've got parents who have got a lot of technology at home, but there may be challenges when rolling out in other bits of the world where people just simply haven't got that access to technology that's enabled us to provide home learning to the standard which we have.
And in terms of that standard, for those older pupils who've got exams coming up, I mean, would you be confident that they are in a position to sit those exams, or would you welcome some sort of delay at the moment?
Well, we've been very fortunate in Hong Kong in that the Education Bureau have been generous enough to allow us to have small class tutorials for our examination groups. And we simply wouldn't have been able to prepare them for the exams without that. So we've been able to have small groups into school under very controlled conditions, in terms of separation, wearing masks, temperature checks on arrival, these sorts of basic measures. And we've been able to conduct some small class teaching with the exam sets, and been able to do the GCSE coursework, for example, in art and design technology and those practical subjects, where they simply need access to specialist facilities, or indeed need to practice a drama practical with their peers.
Okay, look, clearly a very difficult situation, one you're making the best of. Mark Steed, good to talk to you this morning. Thank you.
Thank you very much.